Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Y'all come on in. Double tap in, and let me know what program of study you're in. LPN, RN, BSN, accelerated. What you got going? And we'll get started here shortly. Make sure you share the live. Hey, Karen. How you doing? What y'all want to study tonight? What's this? Ooh. That looks like fun. Good, I know. Were you the what? That looks like fun. Good, I know. Were you the what? What? I got you. I got you. I'm finna pull it up now. Hey, accelerated. Okay, perfect. I haven't been studying because I've been working. You've been so tired, baby. I understand, honey. I understand. Life be lifing, Bookie. Life be lifing. So, you just gotta push through. All right, I'm gonna get these questions pulled up. Karen, we'll start on yours. So I can show you what I was talking about with IV rate change. Boo, 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 boo. And get that popping. Good evening, LPN student. Hello. You're welcome. Welcome. Y'all make sure y'all double tap in and share the live. Let's stimulate the FYP. Hello. All right, I'm going to turn this around. How am I turn this around? Boom. Flip the camera. Y'all know y'all got to help me set up. One man show here. One woman show. I'm not a man. I'm a man, Jerry. Okay. You just like to tune in? Okay. I like for you to tune in too. Just stay right there. Okie dokie. All right, so 500 milliliters of normal saline was ordered to infuse in 8 hours at the rate of 63 milliliters per hour. After 5 hours, you find 250 milliliters of fluid left. You have to recalculate the IV flow rate in milliliters per hour. So this is a little different question because you've got something that's supposed to go in, but it didn't go in all like it was supposed to. So now you've got to still get this medicine in the ordered time, but you have to change how fast it's going in. So when you have these IV rate change questions, you want to focus on the remaining amount, okay? The remaining time and the remaining amount. So time and amount, okay? So how long were we supposed to infuse this? 8 hours, right? And then after 5 hours, that's when you discover how much fluid you had. So 8 minus 5 is 3 hours, okay? So then it says you find that you have 250 mLs left. So that is your remaining amount, okay? So that's 250 milliliters. Our goal is to get milliliter per hour, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to make our equation look like our goal. So I'm going to put my 250 milliliters over my 3 hours. So 250 mLs divided by 3 is going to be 83.33333 repeating. So it would be 83 milliliters per hour is your new rate. Okay, so you always want to look at what remains. That is the key for recalculating your IV rate change. Okay, y'all have any questions about this one so far? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Okay, y'all, as y'all come in, make sure you tell me what program of study that you're in, and if you're starting school, let me know as well. I'm Nursey, a Blood Star in, and we're going to defeat dosage calculations with dimensional analysis. You said dimensional analysis. Yes, I did, because I'm going to break it down like nobody else has. Okay. All right, so this is another one. You have 1,000 mLs of D5W, and it was to infuse in 12 hours at 70 milliliters per hour. After 4 hours, 250 milliliters has been infused. Recalculate the IV flow rate in milliliter per hour. All right, so we got to look at the remaining time and the remaining amount, right? So time and amount. So fluid, right? Okay. All right, y'all, the nurses are coming. Y'all come on in. Let's get comfortable with dosage. It's a good time here. No math, no fear, just puzzle pieces, okay? All right, so if you started out with 1,000 mLs and then after 4 hours, 250 has been infused, 1,000 minus 250 leaves how much that's left? 750, right? If the total time was supposed to be 12 hours, and after 4 hours, you notice that you had that much that had been infused, how much time do you have left? 12 minus 4 is 8 hours. So you put the remaining milliliters over the remaining time, because it says calculate in milliliters per hour, right? So that is your setup. You always want to focus on the remaining for IV rate change. 750 divided by 8 is going to be 93.75. If we rounded this to the nearest whole number, our answer would be 94 milliliters per hour. Okay? How you like it? Not too bad, is it? Yeah. So you see, I tell you all the time that if you are not good at math and you're scared about dosage calculations, if you can add, subtract, multiply, and divide, you're good money. And all of you can do that because you pass TEAS tests and HESI interests and all of that jazz, and you're in nursing school. So you can do this, okay? Hey, I'm Nursey, a Blood Star in. For everybody who is new here, welcome. All right, who all is starting? So I need to get a gauge of my audience tonight because I don't want to go too fast and I don't want to go too slow. My girl Karen Mendoza, shout out to her. She's on here. She sent these to me, and I showed her how to do it, but sometimes you gotta, do it real time. And that's what we do here on Work It Out Wednesdays. So usually I come on at 8 p.m. on Wednesday nights, and I break down dosage calculations topics with dimensional analysis, okay? So if you are new, the first thing I want to tell you is, hey, and thank you for joining in. Second thing is learn your metric conversions, okay? So if you like the puzzle piece method, which I think you will, because I teach dimensional like nobody else does. I promise you I do. And we make it fun and we make it easy. But with any type of method that you do, dosage calculations, you have to know your metric conversions, okay? So I'm going to pull up, let's pull up some practice problems from the workbook. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's see what I want to do, what we want to do. So how many people are comfortable with your metric conversions? Hey, Nivette, and you're welcome, Miss Karen. All right, some people got to make 100s. I'm trying to catch up on these comments too. Just got here. We about to do some more questions. I promise you, we just getting started tonight. Dose versus day problems. Oh yeah. Not comfortable. Biscuit, why? Your name is Biscuit. Yeah. Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. All right. Not I was just still getting here. Okay, so make sure that you. Okay, we'll go through. We'll go through over some review of some stuff too. But let's see. What do we want to do? We want to do some day versus dose, right? All right, let's pull up something from the book. So I'm about to do one of the problems from our workbook, and we'll see how that goes. How about that? So we can look at day versus dose, okay? So day versus dose. When you are doing day versus dose, you will have an order, okay? And your order will be either for the whole day or for just one dose. So depending on what that question is asking you, that is what we're going to be looking for, okay? You're going into your third semester starting peds. I'm guessing we will do some safe dose range and weight base. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay. All right. So let me turn this camera around and we'll look at this question. All right. Flip it. Boom. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger because I don't know if I can see. All right. Can y'all see it? Are we good? Hey, this her. How are you? I see you sneaking in here. Y'all make sure y'all double tap the live and share it. Thank you so very, very, very much. All right. So we've got drug. All right. Drug K, 14 milligrams per kilogram per day, and it's ordered to be given to a patient who weighs 185 pounds in 2 equally divided doses. How many milliliters should the nurse administer in one dose if drug K is available with the concentration of 300 milligrams per 10 milliliters? All right, so let's look at some things. So the first, remember how I said we're doing this with puzzles? So this is your puzzle piece, okay? So like we're actually doing puzzles, okay? So when you buy a puzzle, you get it in a box, and that picture on that box is what you are trying to get your puzzle to look like, right? So that is what's going to be your goal. Whatever this question asks you is going to be your goal. Your goal right now is to become LPNs and RNs. So it's your first priority, and it's your top priority, and it comes first before a lot of things in life right now. So keep your goals first. This is what's going to be our very first puzzle piece, is what this question wants, okay? So what is this question asking for us to solve? And if you haven't been here before, this is a very interactive live. I ask and you tell me, and I talk back and we get through it, okay? So what is this question asking for me to give it? Hey, Miss Roxanne, I see you. Hey, you was waiting. I'm here. I made it. All right. How many milliliters in one dose? Okay. So that is my goal. So I'm going to put my goal right here. Well, why is it so thick? It's thick. Thing is thick. All right. Let's see. Milliliter per dose. So this is what I want my equation to look like once I get done piecing together my puzzle pieces. So with your weight-based problems, we need the 3 P's. Not the loan, but we need the patient's weight, your prescription, and your product, which is your medicine, okay? So I'm going to put my puzzle pieces over to the side. So what is my patient's weight? 185 pounds. Okay, what is my prescription? 14 milligrams per kilogram per day. And then what is my product? It is 300 milligrams per 10 milliliters. Okay, so let me show you the sauce. Okay, and I'm gonna need about 1,000 likes after I show you this, because you never forget it. All right, so look, if you look at your goal, and it says dose, okay, y'all listening? And if you go to your order and you look at it right here and it says day, if these two things do not match, you're going to need the doses in the day. So how many doses are in the day? Y'all let me know in the chat. How many doses are in the day? 2. So that's also going to be a puzzle piece. So we will need that, okay? One day has 2 doses. All right. I didn't get 1,000 likes, and I just dropped a whole treasure chest on your head. I promise you. So, how are we going to start our puzzle? Remember, I said this is first and on top. So whatever this unit of measure right here is, that's what's going to be our first puzzle piece, okay? So we're going to go over to our puzzle pieces and find the piece that has milliliters in it. That's this one. So it will be first and on top. Now look, I'm about to blow your mind and mess you up, right? So you see how I'm flipping this puzzle piece. Has this piece changed in size, shape, or composition? No, it is the same piece. It's just simply repositioned. So therefore, if I can flip this, I can flip these 2. I want whatever unit of measure is that's right here to be first and on top. So I'm going to flip that 10 milliliters and 300 milligrams so that my milliliters is on top. So remember, I'm trying to get my equation to look like my goal. Okay, so boom, that's that. All right, so my next puzzle piece. So the goal is to get everything that is not a part of your goal to cancel out. The way that things cancel out is that what's on the bottom has to go to the top. And it has to be the same unit of measure. So if it's milligram, it has to be milligrams. If it's micrograms, it has to be micrograms. You can't put a micro on top of a milli because it's 1,000 times smaller, okay? So my next puzzle piece will have to have milligrams in it. So 14 milligrams per kilogram per day is my next piece. And you see, I'm cancel out my units as I go along. Okay, you have to write your units of measure by your numbers because that's how you tell what's next. Okay, so now I have kilogram and day. I'm going to take care of the kilograms. Do I have kilograms in my puzzle pieces? I've used this one. I've used this one. Do I have kilograms in my puzzle pieces? No. If you don't have kilograms in your puzzle piece, so if you have a unit of measure that's not in your puzzle pieces from your problem, this is when you pull out your metric conversions. That's why it's so very important for you to learn them. Okay, so I know that my weight is in pounds. I need kilograms. So 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. These aren't fractions. These are relationships. So anything that is relative to each other or equal to each other will stay together. Okay, so now I can put my patient's weight, which is 185 pounds because I have pounds on the bottom, and now they're on the top. And now they're gone, okay? And my last piece that needs to go, I have to cancel out day. So remember how we said 1 day had 2 doses in it? That's my last puzzle piece. 1 day, 2 doses, and everything is gone now except for milliliter on the top and dose on the bottom, just like my goal told me it wanted. And this is how you do dimensional analysis for all of dosage calculations. Okay? So now we can do some math. This is when the math comes in. You're going to multiply all your numbers across the top in the numerator, you get a number. Multiply all your numbers on the bottom and get a number in the denominator. Then you divide the top by the bottom, and that's it. All right, so 10 times 14 times 185 is going to equal this big old number right here, but keep going. Just because you get a big number, don't stop, all right? Keep going. So 300 times 2.2 times 2 is going to be this number right here. And then we just divide the top by the bottom. So 19.6. So if this asked us to round to the nearest tenth place, You start at the 10th place, right? Wait a minute. Y'all getting all these different answers. Wait a minute. Wait. I see something different. Okay. All right. So if this asks us to round to the nearest 10th place, you start at the 10th place and then you go to its neighbor to the right. If that number right there is a 4 or below, your underlying number will not change. It's a no-go. If it's 5 or more, you raise the score by 1. So it's a no-go, right? So it'll be 19.6 milliliters per dose. How do y'all like it? Any questions? Is this being recorded? It is being recorded. I will put it on my YouTube channel, A Blessed RN. So if you would like to replay, look at the replay, I have my replays on my on a playlist on my YouTube channel. I also have problems broken down individually, so you don't have to watch a whole hour or 2 hours or how long we gonna be on here. I don't even know. Okay, so check it out. Go follow it now. Go subscribe. There is no reason why we are not defeating dosage calculations this year. All right. You always got to check what place is asking for tenths or whole number. 20 would be the whole number. Yes. But this one it didn't ask us. Anybody have any questions about this before I go on? Oh, this was so good. Thank you. You're welcome. Definitely going to check out that YouTube channel. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. You have one booking left for tomorrow for a one-on-one. Yeah, go ahead. I'll meet with you. Dimensional is too stressful for me and I'm always scared. No. Change your mindset. I don't do ratio proportion. No, I don't do it. So I used to love ratio and proportion. I used to. But I focus on dimensional analysis because once you learn dimensional, you will have everything that you need, okay? Desired over half is easy for the easy stuff, but when you get to stuff like this, oh no ma'am. It gets very confusing unless you are strong at math. I'm confused. I thought you divide 2.2 by 185. Alrighty, so yes. In dimensional analysis, your equation will take care of all of your work for you. You will see everything that needs to be converted inside the equation. And all you have to do is pick up your calculator one time to do one computation at the end. So you see how we put this conversion right here. 1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds. That took care of converting this to this. And you don't have to worry about moving decimals and rounding up and cutting off numbers and all that jazz. It takes care of it for you. You don't have to do any extra steps. All you do is one multiplication and one division, and that's it. That's it. Y'all want to do another one like this? Or y'all want to do something different? And this is coming from a page out of my workbook. The puzzle piece approach to dimensional analysis. It's an ebook, and then I also have a physical copy. So yeah, that's what we came from. Yeah. Okay, all right, let's do it. If you like these sessions, I also have my power hour, because I come on Wednesdays on TikTok. But the power hour is focused. So like we're doing like one type of problem like per session for a whole hour. So, if you want information about that, then you can let me know. You passed Black Panther. Hey, that's what's up. Hold on. Come on. The book is so worth it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. All right. Hey, Marquisha, I missed you too. How are you? All right, so the provider orders drug C to be given to a patient who weighs 110 10 pounds at Wait a minute. This is weight based, but this is milliliters per hour. Let's do another one that's got the milliliters per dose and per day. Let me find another one, because that went from weight based to weight based IVs, and those are two totally different things. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's do this one. The link is in my bio. Yep. The link is in my bio. And make sure if you want the ebook, like having it on the iPad, that's one different thing. If you want the printed one, it's a different thing. So make sure you get what you want. All right. So drug C, 10 milligrams per kilogram per day, is divided in doses, in even doses every 6 hours. It's been ordered for a patient who weighs 105 kilograms. Drug C is available in a concentration of 100 milligrams per 2 mLs. How many milliliters per dose will be administered? Okay, y'all let me know in the comments, what is the goal? What are we looking for? And y'all make sure y'all double tap this screen in between questions and share the live. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Alrighty. So my goal. Milliliter per dose. Okay. All right. So remember, we need the 3 P's for our puzzle pieces, right? So that's the patient's weight, the prescription, and your product. So my patient weighs 105 kilograms. Now this one I already did the converting for us. Okay. Exactly. You better say that. PPP, not the loan. Don't go to jail. 10 milligrams per kilogram per day. All right. And then my medicine is 100 milligrams per 2 milliliters. Okay, what are we going to do now? We're going to look at the goal, because your goal is your very best friend in dosage calculations, okay? So it's going to help you set up your problem. It's going to help you put your first piece. It's going to tell you what piece comes next. And it'll also help you cut out the fluff, okay? So, goal. We are looking for the amount for just one dose. If we look at our order, it is the amount for the whole day. Are these two things the same? No, they're not. So do we need to know how many doses are in the day? How many doses are in the day? So this is when we'll use our frequency. Frequency has every in front of it. That's how often you give a dose, all right? So if there are 24 hours in the day and we give a dose every 6 hours, that means there are 4 doses in that 24 hours that we give, okay? So one day has 4 doses. Are y'all all good so far? We good? We together? You oh my gosh, you passed the NCLEX. Oh! Yes! Oh my gosh! The nurses are here. Oh my goodness. Congratulations. Love it. Y'all congratulate Miss Kiki. You got any any suggestions, any tips for your NCLEX? I'm so proud of you. Oh, talk about sorry to interrupt, girl. That's good news. Yes, love it. All right. Okay. She said, pay attention, people. All right. So, what will be our first puzzle piece? Yeah, we just getting started, Jericho. Come on in, grab your pencil and your calculator and your paper, and let's get it. We just getting fired up. Okay, what will be our first puzzle piece? Stepdaddy Cole, take an anatomy in dosage. This upcoming semester, any tips? Learn your metric conversions. That's the first thing. And then the second thing you are already doing. You already studying with me. So let's go. Let's get it. All right. Everybody got the right answer, I see. So we always want to start with what it is that we're looking for on this top goal, right? So this puzzle piece has my milliliters in it. So I'm going to take it and flip it. So 2 ml over 100 milligrams. Okay. Boom. That's my first puzzle piece. So if I look down here, I need milligrams to come next, and it has to be at the top. Do I have milligrams in my puzzle piece? If so, what is my next piece that I'm going to use? What's my next piece if I need milligrams to come to the top? $10 mg per kg per day. Boom. Okay, so now my milligrams are gone. So now I got to get rid of kilograms and days, right? So what is my next puzzle piece? $105 kilograms. Okay. So what is my last puzzle piece? One day, 4 doses. The end. Now you can do your math. Look at y'all. Y'all are some puzzle masters in the making. I love it. I told you dimensional analysis wasn't that bad, right? You haven't done nothing but just piece together stuff until now. And now you just typing in the calculator, just click-clacking away. That's it. That's it. That's it. I got 5.25. Okay. If we rounded to the nearest tenth place, what would be our answer? So we start at the tenths, go next door to its neighbor, 5.3 milliliters per dose. Hey, I like it. How y'all doing? How we doing so far? We good? We good? You like it? I don't know, Sam. So far, so good. Okay, so dimensional analysis. This is a dimensional analysis. I know you often hear, like, oh my gosh, dimensional analysis, but this is dimensional, okay? And you can do different types of problems with this same step. So, goal, puzzle pieces, piecing together your pieces, and then just doing the multiplication and division, okay? So what if what you need is not available to convert the cousin? If you don't have your piece that you need to go to the top in your original puzzle pieces, this is when you pull out your metric conversions. That's why I preach it till I'm blue in the face. Learn your conversions. Learn your conversions. Learn your conversions. So I'm gonna show you. Let's do another weight base. Weight base is my favorite, if you can't tell. We'll do a weight-based one with IV stuff, okay? And then I'll show you what I mean with the conversions, okay? Where do we purchase your book? The link is in my bio. Tips on learning conversions. Raven, I got a video. So everybody who is here tonight who is not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and click that for me, please. And thank you, because I have problems broken down so far, like just individual over there. I've got tips on how to learn your metric conversions over there. I've got tips on day versus dose over there. Like, it's a whole thing. Use me as a resource, okay? So, Go in my third semester, we got a dosage calc test next week. Okay, boom. Can't you use dimensional analysis to solve ratio? Ratio and proportion and dimension are two totally different things. But it's basically kind of like related because you're using things that are equal to each other to like go from one thing to another. Okay. I have a problem with day versus daily. We just did that. All right. But we'll go over some more. We're not done yet. Okay, let me turn the camera around and I'm going to show you the weight-based one with, okay, why you need to learn your conversions, okay? So a provider orders drug C to be given to a patient who weighs 110 pounds at 5 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Drug C is available as 200 milligrams and 400 mLs of normal saline. How many milliliters per hour should the nurse set on the infusion pump? Okay, so what is the goal? What am I looking for? What is my goal? That's the first thing. First thing you should be looking at is what is this question asking for me to give it? Okay, perfect. Milliliters is going to go on the top. Hours is going to go on the bottom. Okay, so remember the 3 P's? What are my 3 P's? My patient's weight, my prescription, and my product, right? So 110 pounds, that's a puzzle piece. My prescription is 5 micrograms per kilogram per minute. And then my medicine is available as 200 milligrams in 400 milliliters. So you see that in means that they're together. In, with, per, over. Those are the wedding ring words, okay? So when you see those words, that means they're joined. And keep them together. What's together stays together. You can't see? Uh-oh, wait a minute. What did I do? I sent something. I don't know what I did. I don't know. Can you see now? Good. Okay. So 200 milligrams is in 400 milliliters. All right. So thank y'all for being my camera people. I appreciate it. All right. So what is going to be my first puzzle piece if I want milliliters at the top? Y'all don't forget to double tap that screen in between. What are the 3 P's? Patient's weight, prescription, and product. That's what you need for your weight-based problems. The patient's weight, your prescription, which is your order, and your product, which is your medicine. Okay, so 400 mLs over 200 mgs. All right, perfect. So do I have milligrams? Because we know what needs to come next is this bottom unit. It's always how you can tell what comes next. I just dropped a whole nother treasure chest on your head. Thank you. So do we have milligrams in our puzzle pieces? No, we do not. So if you don't have what needs to come next from your problem, that is when you pull out your metric conversions. So what's on the bottom has to go to the top, right? So I have milligrams on the bottom. My order is in micrograms, and I know that I can convert milligrams to micrograms. So 1 milligram is equal to 1,000 micrograms. My milligram cancels out now, okay? And now I can do my micrograms, right? So 5 mics per kilogram per minute. Microgram cancels out. And now I do my kilograms. Do I have kilograms in my puzzle pieces? You see what I'm doing? Are y'all picking up what I'm dropping? Do I have kilograms in my puzzle pieces? No, we got pounds, right? So we can do 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. And now I can put my 110 pounds over 1. So you can see every step that you need to take. Every piece is taken care of, okay? Now, if I have minute at the bottom and my goal tells me I have to have hours, can we go from minutes to hours? Yes, we can. Okay. So What will be my last puzzle piece? $60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. And that's it. No math. Just piecing together everything that your puzzle gave you, your problem gave you, until you got what this goal was. That's it. All right, so I'm going to do the math. What did I do? 400 times 5 times 110 times 60, boom, divided by 200, divided by 1,000, divided by 2.2. It's going to be 30 milliliters per hour. What y'all think about it? I gotta slide the screen over because I can't even see the comments. Stick with me, Lena. It takes a little minute because it's different. But stick here. Just stay with me. You'll pick it up. You'll pick it up because we do the same thing every single time. I failed my first attempt. I have my second one in a few weeks. Well, come study with me. So I am a private tutor. I also do small group tutoring sessions. I also have my subscription service where I go into like a much deeper dive on just individual topics. So that's the Puzzle Masters Power Hour. And that happens every Thursday afternoon and evening and every other Friday. I need another question. We can do another question. All right. I'm happy I found you for starting school. It's clicking now. Yes, I'm glad too. Awesome. Y'all make sure y'all go to that YouTube channel and subscribe. Because if you need more practice in between the live sessions and you're not part of the Power Hour, that's where I break stuff down to. Your book made me understand all of this. Yay! I'm glad. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, we'll do some drops per minute. We can do some drops per minute. I just started it a few hours ago and I'm on page 180. Oh my gosh, you've been flying through it. Okay, I need help in med 3, please. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, y'all want to do another one? You do study sessions on TikTok how often? Every Wednesday. Well, I ain't going to say every because I have been missing some. But Wednesdays, 8 p.m. or a little bit afterwards. Yay, I'm glad you had, we caught up. I want to learn this before starting. You're welcome. Book for tomorrow. Okay, cool. Can't wait to study with you then. All right. What am I looking for? Hello, baby doll. All right, let's do this one. Okay, so first things first. Med-surg, Lori. You know I don't do no med-surg. That's y'all other favorite creators. I only do dosage. What's the goal? And y'all make sure y'all double tapping and sharing the live in between. Because I know the FYP don't FYP for you. And now you hooked on these puzzle pieces. So let's FYP everybody else in. We defeating dosage. The nurses are coming, y'all. The nurses are coming. Yeah. All right. So the goal is milliliter per hour. All right. Milliliter on the top and hour on the bottom. Okay. So this is still a weight-based question, right? So we need our 3 Ps. Patient's weight is 150 pounds. The prescription is 10 micrograms per kilogram per minute. So that's my order. And then my medicine is 500 milligrams and 250 mLs. 500 mgs and 250 mLs. And if you're wondering where this question is coming from, it's coming from my workbook, the dimensional analysis, or the puzzle piece approach to dimensional analysis. So we're working from the ebook. This is the printed book, and you see it's like spiral bound. All right, but we're on the ebook. Thank you, Dr. Light. I don't know. I can't tell if that's an L or I. All right. The prescription. Patient prescription product. So your order, whatever that is prescribed. All right, what's the first puzzle piece? What is the first puzzle piece? If our top goal is milliliter, what is our first puzzle piece? What whatever puzzle piece has your milliliters in it, and we're going to take it and flip it, right? Everybody got the flip down. Everybody got the flip down. Hey, cousin. You snuck in here, Miss Orlean. All right. All right. Because people like, you can flip stuff? And there was like, yeah. Like, oh, I didn't know you could flip it. And I'm like, yeah, you can flip it. Okay, Mina, look. This is a puzzle piece. And these are puzzle pieces, right? This piece is being flipped and repositioned, okay? It has not changed in size, shape, or composition. And you do that to these puzzle pieces because what we want is to make our goal in our equation. So everything that is in our equation has to be canceled out except for milliliters on the top and hour on the bottom. And we're just piecing everything together like a puzzle. Okay? It's in the link that's in my bio. All right? The book is in the link that's in my bio. All right. Yes, that's how we do it over here. I don't like all that complicated stuff. We like to put the hay where the goats can get it. I'm from Alabama. We say stuff like that. Where are y'all from? So my first puzzle piece is going to be the 250 mLs over my 500 milligrams. Okay, I'm gonna scoot it over because sometimes I start too far to the right and then I run out of space. Okay, so 250 mLs over 500 mgs. Okay, what is my next puzzle piece? What is my next? 205. Yes. Canada, Florida, Louisiana. Okay. Yes. Texas. Okay. Do I have milligrams in my puzzle pieces so that they'll cancel out? So if you don't have the milligrams, what we're going to do? Convert. Yes. So 1 milligram is equal to 1,000 micrograms. Okay. All right. You have to convert. Y'all are picking it up. I'm so proud of y'all. Yes. See, it's not that bad, right? Y'all going to go into class showing out. They're going to be like, who taught you that? You like, Nursey taught me. All right. So boom. 1,000 micrograms at the bottom now. All right. So what is our next puzzle piece? She said, yay. Yes. Okay. Look at y'all. You better tell me what comes next. I love it. Boom. Boom. Okay. All right. So what comes next? I'm so excited for y'all too. 10 micrograms per lemon. We're looking for milligrams because milliliters is what? We're looking for milligram. Wait a minute. It went too fast. We're looking for milligrams because milliliters is in our answer. Marquisha, we're looking for milliliters per hour. How fast to give this medicine on the IV pump. So that's your IV pump question is always going to be milliliter per hour. So you start with what you're looking for, which is that top goal, and we're working our way to this bottom goal. And how we tell what puzzle piece comes next is looking at the bottom. Whatever's on the bottom has to go to the top. Whatever's on the bottom has to go to the top. And that's how you get things to cancel out. Everything has to cancel out except for our goal over there. And we're trying to make our puzzle look like our goal. Okay. So we don't have kilograms, right? Boom. You got it. 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Boom. Okay. And now we can do our... No, you're fine. 150 pounds over 1. And what will be my last puzzle piece if I need to get rid of my minutes and change them into hours? $60 minutes equals to 1 hour. Boom. Y'all are done. The 2.2 pounds comes from changing your kilograms into pounds. So you see your order requires kilograms. Your patient's weight was given to you in pounds. So that 1 kg to 2.2 pounds is going to convert your pounds into kilograms. Your equation is going to take care of all of your converting in it. You don't have to do but one computation, one at the end when you multiply and divide. Okay? So you don't have to worry about moving the decimal this way. Do I multiply, divide, this and this, that, and the third? No, it'll take care of it for you. All your numbers are going to be in place by where your units are. And it's just like putting together a puzzle. So that's why I tell people you don't have to be good at math to do dosage calculations. It is a simple puzzle. Okay? What if this asked us to round to the nearest whole number? Let's practice rounding. Excuse me. Thank you for the gifts. I had some cereal for dinner. I didn't really want that to eat. I know, right? I'm so mature. So, okay. I got different numbers. Let's talk about rounding, because that's what is a point killer. When people don't round right on the test, you'll have this whole beautiful little setup, and then you don't round right and then get the whole thing wrong. So we're going to talk about rounding, okay? All right. You've been acing your quizzes thus far. That's awesome. Okay, so look. When it tells you to round to a certain place, you're always going to start at the place that it tells you to round to, okay? So if I said we want to round to the whole number, everything to the left of the decimal is the whole number, right? So we want to go 1 decimal place to the right. So right here, this number will determine if this number changes. If it is a 4 or below, that circled number is not going to change. So it would be 20 milliliters per hour. If this number right here was 5 or more, then you raise the score by 1. So then it would be 21. So if it was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then it would be 21 milliliters per hour. Okay. You always just multiply straight across? Yes. So you multiply all of your numbers across the top and get a number. And you multiply all of your numbers across the bottom and get a number. And then you divide the top by the bottom. I also could show you how to do the calculator trick, which is what I do. That's how I got it so fast. And I can show it to you if y'all would like to learn the calculator trick. Put a 1 in the chat. Boop, 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 boop. 0 to 4, hit the flow. 5 to 9, climb the vine. Oh, okay then. I like it. Drug Cal is my favorite. Me too, Hannah Love. Yay. Do you use dimensional? 0 to 4, hit the floor. 5 to 9, climb the vine. Learned that in 1st grade. And see, people haven't rounded since 1st grade, right? So therefore, you don't know how to round. So it's nothing to be embarrassed about, All right, so this is going to be the calculator trick. This is for you because I know that you have tests and their time, right? And you already think dimensional analysis is long and drawn out, which we see it is not. Because, babe, I can kill me a problem in less than under a minute. And you will, too, the more confident that you get. So y'all make sure y'all practice. I also have practice questions on my website, too. So if you can't get the book, you can't do the subscription, there are free quizzes on my site. So there is no reason we are struggling in dosage calculations. I have all the resources. Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do for the calculator trick. All right. We're going to enter in all of our numbers across the top and hit multiply in between. I don't put the 1s in because they don't make a difference. Okay. So I'm going to do 250 times 10 times 150 times 60. Okay. Then I am not going to hit equal. I am going to press divide. And now I'm going to put in all of my numbers on the bottom with a divide in between. So 500 divide 1000 divide 2.2. And I don't put the 1s in because they don't make a difference. Then I'm going to hit equal. And that's going to be my answer without having to move it from the calculator. Yeah. Y'all like it? You bought it? Thank you. I see. I see. How are you? I kept yelling 20.5. Wow. What the hell y'all say? What the hell, Barry? Hello. Y'all want me to do it again? No, your calculator will. And your HESI calculator. Stop. That's okay, y'all. I was rounding to the whole number. Y'all were excited about it being to the 10th place. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But just make sure on that test that you round how they tell you to round so you get all your points, okay? I don't know why I was calculating all the way through the long way. I'm going to do this now because you didn't know how to, but that's okay because you learned something. So I have dropped so many gems tonight. Can I please get some likes and some shares? Thank you. Y'all want me to do it again? You want me to do it again? Do I need to do it again? Okay. What's a rule of thumb to remember the numerator and the denominator placement? Okay, we'll do it again. We'll do that in the problem. I'm going to show you the calculator trick one more time. Greetings. Hey, Diary of a Chef Life. How are you? I'm too scared my calculator will. No, you can even use the HESI and the ATI calculators like on the computer. It will do it. It'll do it. All right. So I appreciate y'all. What is this person talking about? The COVID vaccine, baby. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Because like, what are you talking about? All right. So listen, this is how we do the calculator trick. You ready? So wait, so you divide the bottom numbers when you put them in the calculator? Yep. Okay, so all of the numbers at the top, we're going to enter in and multiply, okay? 250 times 10 times 150 times 60. Do not hit the equal sign. You don't hit the equal sign until we get done, okay? Because that's when you want your answer, right? Hit divide once you get to the end of the top line. Now, everything that's on the bottom is going to be divided. So 500 divide 1000 divide 2.2, and now you hit equals, and that is boom. How do you know, looking at the problem, which numbers are on the top and on the bottom? Like what do you mean? Like how to place like the numbers that's on the top and on the bottom? Is that what you're asking me? So if it doesn't specify what place, should it go to the tens? Melly, you want to round however who has the power to pass or fail, you tell you to round, okay? As someone who loves algebra, this math just sits right in my brain. Yeah. Okay, placement. Whatever is on the bottom, burning vibes, it needs to go to the top, okay? Is the 60 because of the hour? Yes. The 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Okay. We did some weight-based questions. Let's do some drops per minute. How about that? Drops per minute? Is that good? IV stuff? Yes. Why these drops per minute questions like get y'all? Oh my gosh, y'all. Y'all are funny. Y'all are so funny. Don't be scared of those calculations. See, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay, so I'm pulling up a question. Just know that, because I'm trying to see. One from the book. Oh, y'all getting a real live look from the book tonight. You can do a IV two ways. You can either put it in a pump, an electronic infusion device, or gravity. That's your drop per minute. So you having to physically count the drops that fall, okay? Either one, you're going to need volume over time. So how much liquid over how long to infuse it, okay? How long will it take to put it into your patient's veins? So what did I say? Volume over time. With your drop per minute questions, you need one more puzzle piece. You need the drop factor. And what a drop factor is in that little squeeze chamber, how many drops fall to give you 1 milliliter of solution or medicine, okay? So you're always gonna need that and your volume over time puzzle piece, okay? Okay. All right, so why can I find this on here? That's infusion time with my drops per minute. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. You know what? Let's just do this one. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. All right. Everybody can see? The doctor orders ampicillin 1 gram in 200 milliliters of normal saline to infuse IV piggyback over 45 minutes. Your drop factor is 10 drops per milliliter. How many drops per minute will you regulate the IV piggyback? Make sure everybody can see. Okay? So, thank y'all for the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And y'all liking and sharing. That's what I'm talking about. We vibing out tonight. All right. Look. What is your goal? What is this asking for me to find? Y'all get 3 tries. Okay. 90s and 100. Y'all can do that. Y'all can get 90s and 100s. You sure can. I did my quiz for my dosage and only missed 1 or 2 because of rounding. Okay. See, that rounding to get you. That rounding to be the difference between life and death. I'm telling you. Okay, so that's my goal. So, whoa. Why is it all skinty? I need it thick, child. All right, boom. All right, here we go. Goal. Drop on the top and minute on the bottom. Okay, so these are your favorite. Yeah, I like all of them. Weight base was my favorite. We've already did my favorite for tonight. We had to move on because I'll do it all night. All right, so look, what is the liquid in this problem? Because remember what I said we needed? Volume over time. Sema. Drops. That's what GTT is. Okay, so that is 200 milliliters is the liquid that needs to go in. Over how long will this take to go into our patient? Over, what it said? Over. You see the clue there? 45 minutes. Okay, your drop factor is 10 drops per ml. Okay, so these are our only 2 puzzle pieces. We have a little bit of fluff here because Nursey, you ain't saying nothing about this 1 gram, and I'm not going to because it's not needed. It's fluff. And I'll tell you why once we finish solving this problem, okay? I promise I ain't gonna lead you astray. All right, so listen, what will be our first piece to set up our problem if we got drops on the top? What's your first piece? This got my drops in it, right? So 10 drops over ml. Okay. What will be my second piece if I have milliliter at the bottom? Because what's on the bottom has to go to the top to be canceled out if it's not a part of the goal, right? So my 200 mLs over my 45 minutes. Boom, boom. Now everything is gone except for drops on the top and minutes on the bottom. Now you can solve your puzzle. Boom. That wasn't so bad. Now was it? I need an easy button from Staples. That was easy. I had one in college. I don't know what I did with it. So I'm still gonna do the calculator trick. So look, do 10 times 200 divided by 45. Boom, 44, 44, 44, 44.4444, right? And because you cannot divide a drop, it has to be a whole drop or not. You've never walked into the kitchen and seen half a drop fall, right? If you do, you better leave the sink, the house, the everything else, and go get you a priest, right? So we have to round this to the whole number. So our whole number, if we round it to the whole number, remember that's everything to the left of the decimal. We go one decimal place to the right. That's a 4. A 4 below is a no-go, right? What is it? 4 and below to the flow. I forgot the saying already. I liked it and I forgot it. So it'll be 44 drops per minute. Okay. 0 to 4 hit the floor. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. 5 to 9, climb to 5. How? Okay. I was supposed to tell y'all what fluff was, right? Okay. All right, y'all won't let me forget to tell you because y'all sitting up here like, now, how is it fluff? All right, so listen. Picture this. Sicily, the summer of 1969. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so what is going on? In your problem... I'm gonna wake up and be so serious. I'm sorry. All right, so listen. In your problem, it said that 1 gram of ampicillin was in 200 milliliters of normal saline. Okay. So think about it like your bottle of water and your powdered drink packet, okay? Your powdered drink packet, that's your medicine. Your bottle of water, that's going to be your IV fluid. When you put that powder into that bottle of water, you shake it together, right? And you make a whole drink, right? So your ampicillin is in your 200 milliliters of normal saline. So when you're drinking the bottled water and the packet, you're not drinking two separate things, right? That packet of whatever drink it was is in the bottled water now. 2 have become 1. So when you drink the water, you're drinking the flavor packet. So when you give this IV fluid, you're giving the medicine that's in the fluid too. So did your goal ask you about grams, milligrams, micrograms? No, it did not. It said what? Volume over time. How much liquid is to go into your patient's veins? How fast? Because that's what IV flow rate is. A rate is how fast to go in. Does this make sense? Sometimes the volume can be in liters, but remember what's your goal? I mean, your method. If you don't have it in your puzzle pieces, you use your metric conversions. So just like 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams, 1 liter is what? 1,000 milliliters. Always put your volume over your given time and then make it look like your goal. So you won't have any questions. Don't go to changing stuff, moving stuff, and converting stuff. That's how you get stuff wrong. Too many steps, then you might have an off day, okay? How the hell did you remember all of this? Because I like it. I don't know. And then I was a pharmacy technician before I was a nurse. Y'all, I've been a nurse for 15 years, okay? So this ain't nothing new to me. It's true to me. Y'all want to do another drops per minute question? You're starting to like dosage calculations. I knew you would. I like it too. I get excited because that's where all my points on my test came from. And I was like, boom. Yes, Buki. Give me all the dosage questions. Because they didn't go away. They just, were on all of our questions. Like all of our tests. Okay. So beside my name, I know I had them 5 questions, right? Okay, so a patient has an order for drug B, 60 milligrams IV every 6 hours over 15 minutes. Oh, we add some more fluff in here, y'all. Drug B is diluted in 25 milliliters of D5W. The tubing has a drop factor of 15 drops per milliliter. How many drops per minute will the nurse give? Okay, what is the goal? First things first, what is our goal? What's the goal? Okay. So hopefully y'all are getting your method together. Read, goal, puzzle pieces. Walk it out. All right. So what is the liquid? What is the liquid part in my equation? Because remember, I need volume over time. So what is my liquid? Okay. What is my infusion time? Listen to me. Infusion time. What does it go over? Over 15 minutes. That's how long they want it to take to go over. Good job. You didn't fall for the fluff. I'm proud of y'all. Oh, I'm so proud of y'all. Oh, good job, students. All right, so listen. Yep, it's fluff. Big fluff, Mina. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, and so our other puzzle pieces are drop factor, right? So 15 drops per ml. What will be our first puzzle piece? Mm-hmm. 15 drops over milliliter. Okay. What will be my next puzzle piece? Hey, Kevon. How are you? Y'all make sure y'all are following that dapper young gentleman, Kevin the boot nurse, because you'll get through dosage and you'll defeat dosage in the rest of your classes, and then you'll need to take the NCLEX, and he's going to break it down on different test taking strategies and how you can conquer your NCLEX so you can get your license, okay? Boom, boom, boom. He also going to tell you how to manage your money. Hey. All right, everything is gone now except for drops on the top and minutes on the bottom. So now we can finally do our math, okay? Okay, so what we got? 15 times 25 divided by 15. 25 drops per minute. Look at that. Y'all got the right answer. I love it. And manage these coins. Yes. Because the nurses are coming. Yes, the nurses are coming. Yes, you make it so easy, Mina. That's why. That's why, because it is easy. You know, I really, get frustrated just going and doing the oh, I was supposed to be telling y'all about fluff. I'm sorry. Doing my private sessions and hearing y'all's plight and your plea, because a lot of people can't pass meds or start clinical or just get dropped out of the program completely, and it doesn't have to be this way. So yeah. All right, so fluff. So remember, this is the packet of powdered medicine, right? That's in the 25 milliliters. So we know that that's fluff, right? We just went over that concept. So we've got 2 times, right? You have every 6 hours, but then it tells you to put it over 15 minutes. So why didn't we use this one, but we use this? It's never, ever going to be every. When something says every, that is your frequency. Because remember how we did every in the weight-based problems when we were doing day versus dose? Every is how often you give this medicine. So if it says every 6 hours, I'm going to give drug B 4 times a day. But how long will it take to go through that IV pump? That's the time that I need, because remember, that's what I'm trying to see. Well, not an IV pump, because we're doing drop per minute on this one. My bad. But how long it takes to go into your patient's veins, that is what I need. So I'm never ever going to use every in my IV problems. I'm always going to look for the wording where it says to be given in, to infuse over. And when it says over, you say, you literally what? Put what? Volume over time. So that's how you can remember it. Never every, always over. Got it? Y'all want to do one more drop per minute question? Volume over time and your drop factor. If it's drops per minute. Y'all like it? Y'all like it? Y'all like it? Y'all like the method? Okay. Yes, one more. Okay. Please, I'm starting to get it. Oh! Hey, Lantra. IV is the topic of your class this week. Cool. Cool. Never every, always over. You always want to use volume over time. Thank you. I appreciate it. I usually start at 8 p.m. Eastern. I mean, not Eastern, Central Time. But I have to put my little one to bed, because if not, she will cancel and crash the live. So sometimes I might be a couple of minutes late. But yes, so Wednesday nights. And then I was just kind of stressed out. So and tired, because I work as a travel nurse as well. Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night. Then the rest of the time I'm back here tutoring and studying with y'all. So I was tired, but I'm better now. So thank you. Yep. All right, so Wednesday nights at 8-ish. Okay, we'll say that. All right, so order vancomycin 1 gram, IV piggyback, 250 mLs in normal saline to infuse over 90 minutes every 12 hours. Your drop factor is 15 drops per milliliter. How many drops per minute will the nurse infuse? Okay, so my goal is what? You love to see on my monitor. Thank you, my godmom. Did my godmom give me that? Yeah, she got me that many years ago. Many years ago. It's supposed to light up. I just don't have no batteries. Drops per minute. All right. Okay. So what are our puzzle pieces? What is my volume? What is my volume? What's my liquid part? Okay. What is my infusion time? What does it need to go over? Remember, never every, always over. There you go. Okay. Thank y'all for the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for liking the live and sharing it too. I appreciate it. Okay, so my drop factor is 15 drops per ml, right? Okay, so what is my first puzzle piece? If I'm looking for drops at the top, I always start with my goal first, right? Okay, so 15 drops per ml. Now, what is my next puzzle piece? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the gifts. What's my next piece? 250 mLs over 90 minutes. And we've got everything canceled out except for drop on the top, minute on the bottom. All right. Get our calculator. Y'all like that calculator trick? I think it makes it so much easier, especially like when you get those big numbers, instead of having to write down all of those zeros and remember to put them in the calculator, right? And you know, it just is right there, right? So my answer rounded to the nearest whole number is going to be 42 drops per minute. Yeah. Sensima, who got the keys to my bima? Who am I? You made this easier. Thank you. I am glad and honored to be able to help. It just like, oh my goodness, it made me so excited to see everybody come in and they were talking about they passed their NCLEX and working and stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh, the nurses are coming for real, like for real, not even playing. Somebody was asking, is it always going to be over minutes? No, because it could go over hours and you have to add another puzzle piece. So I'm trying to find one that's got it like that. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, close your eyes. Okay, let's do like this one. Okay, so an order of D5 LR, so dextrose 5 and lactated ringers at 85 milliliters per hour. An IV pump is not available. Use the pediatric micro drip IV tubing to calculate the flow rate in drops per minute. Okay, so what is your goal? Hello. You got orientation tomorrow. Oh, you got your first day of school outfit ready, Lantra? Yes, it's happening. I'm so excited. So ignore the fluff and always remember over. Over is the key. Yes. I start nursing school Monday. This live is so useful. Also, make sure you keep me in your pocket during the whole time you're in school. We are going to do this. We're going to defeat dosage. Okay, so Shirley brought me right out of nursing school now, and I'm miss her. Yes. I love it. Mid-surge. You know, that's my heart. They almost took my heart out this week, though. Boy, these were a tough 3 days. But anywho, we're not going to talk about that. All right, so do we have a puzzle piece already that has volume over time? Yeah, we do. 84 milliliters per hour. Okay, so what in the what of what is a pediatric micro drip tubing? All right, so pediatric micro drip tubing. There are different tubing sets, okay? So there is only one micro drip set. So if you see micro drip, automatically think 60 drops per milliliter. Okay, so in that squeeze chamber, the hole that the drop comes from, it's calibrated for different size drops. So micro, it takes 60 teeny tiny drops to fall in that drip chamber to give you 1 milliliter of medicine or solution. Your macro means big, right? Fat, juicy drops. That could be 10, 15, 20, whatever it gives you, right? Those are your big drops. It takes 60 teeny tiny micro drips. So every time you see micro drip set, that's automatically going to be what? 60 drops per milliliter. Boom. I'm dropping all kind of gems tonight. Oh. All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. Boom, flip it around. All right, so my drop factor is 60 drops per milliliter. Okay, so what will be my first puzzle piece? It's going to be my 60 drops per milliliter, right? Boom. Then my milliliters need to come next. So 84 milliliters per hour. My milliliter cancels out. Now, you see I have hours at the bottom. What did the goal tell me that it wanted? It wanted minutes, right? So 1 hour is equal to what? 60 minutes. So whatever is on the bottom has to go to the top. For whoever was answering, hopefully you see this trend. Whatever is on the bottom has to go to the top to get canceled out. Everything that is not this has to be canceled out. And you only want this on the top and this on the bottom left. That is the whole premise of dimensional analysis. No, I do not ever do the formula method because I don't have enough room in my brain to remember all the different formulas. And dimensional analysis can be used every single problem except for 3 that I can think of off top of my head. And even those I make easy. So if you see this is going to cancel out, this is going to cancel out. So it is 84 drops per minute. Thank you for the gifts. So where did 60 drops come from? Micro drip. So a micro drip, because I know some of y'all screenshot this and it's okay, is 60 drops per milliliter. Not true. Look, we're real over here, okay? I thought this was a trick question once I calculated. No, it's right. It's right. Y'all are welcome. Somebody was asking about a concentration problem. Like, what do you mean concentration problem? Like, all your medicines are concentrations that are liquid, so I'm not sure exactly what it is that you had wanted me to do. I'm learning so much here than I do in class. Yeah, that's how it works, but that's okay. You know, God blesses me to bless y'all, so I'm excited about it. What are the 3 that dimensional analysis won't work for? Jack, that's a good question. So the dimensional analysis works with metric conversion. It works with your ins and outs. It works with your tablets, your orals, your liquids, your parenterals, your IV push, your IV drip, your drop per minute, your heparin, your insulin, your weight base, your safe dose ranges, your infant's weights, your pediatric weight base. It works on all of those things. The 3 things that off the top of my head that I can think of that it does not work with is body surface area, when you have to find the BSA, because it is a specific formula. It is the square root of the height times the weight divided by 3131 if you use the US measure, or 3600 if you have it in metric. So that is a formula. The second one is Parkland burn formula. So when you get to the burn section of your courses, there is an amount of fluid resuscitation that you have to give in that first 24-hour period after somebody has been severely burned. And it's 4 milliliters times the percent of total body surface burn area times the weight in kilograms. So that is a specific formula. And then the third one is fluid volume maintenance for your pediatrics. So if some little baby is dehydrated, we use the weight of the patient to determine how much fluid that they would need to keep them the vascular space appropriate or replenished. So there are 3 different formulas for that, but for that one I have a trick for it too. And I'm doing fluid volume maintenance tomorrow at 3:00. So that's in my power hour tomorrow. That's on the subscription though. It's not on TikTok. That's on my Zoom stuff. And then tomorrow night I'm doing OB and maternal questions with like your magnesium and your Pitocin drips. So So that's part of the power hour. That's different than what I just throw out here on TikTok, because you see we all over the place. But on the power hours, that's when I break it down specifically and give you the study sheets and the practice questions. So yeah, those are three. Yeah. All right, boom. Critical care. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. I'm trying to get the comments back. I start my fourth semester. Oh, you're welcome, and I'm excited for you. This is class. Yes. How'd I get the 84 drops? Because you did 60 times 84 divided by your 60, and you got your 84. Tell me you have a YouTube channel. Yes, I have a YouTube channel, a Blessed RN across all social media. So I know people were like, oh, TikTok is going to go down in September. Well, I'm on Facebook. I have my own study group on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. And then, of course, I have the YouTube channel. So I'm here for y'all. As long as y'all are in school, I'm here for you. Okay? Can I do some flow rates with solving 2 milliliters? Shantae, huh? What you mean? I be trying to answer y'all question, but y'all just be throwing stuff at me. And I'm just like, I'm trying to piece it together. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna be out of orientation at 3, but you're gonna be at 8 o'clock. Okay. And then if you missed the session, you know, it you can view it on the replays that's on my website. So the power hour sessions don't go on the YouTube channel. Those are on the website. And as long as you got the subscription, then you can view the replays and get the downloads and all of that. All right, what extra do we get with paying and subscribing? So for the power hours, it is on Zoom. So you see how all these comments and stuff is just like everywhere. No, it's more control. It's a more focused session. It's 1 hour and we're doing one topic. I start off with a lesson breaking down everything that you need to know about that topic, and then we go over just those specific types of questions. I also allow you to come on and ask questions. So that is what you get for the power hour. If you don't log on at 3 or at 8 because you got life going on, then you can go and you can view those specific sessions on my website. And you also get the study sheets and the questions that I go over specifically on that session. So you can go over it when you look at the video, and you can download it. And as long as you have the subscription, you can look at it. So that's what's on the power hour. So it's kind of like having tutoring sessions, like, because I offer private tutoring sessions, but not everybody is able to do private tutoring sessions, and I understand that. So I was just trying to make something so that you could have something extra if you needed that extra. And I post the topics and the dates. So yeah. All right. So that's the power hour. And it's a link that's in my bio if you want to sign up for that. She's everywhere and she's the best. Oh, thank you. All right. What time for OB? It's at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to go to your website for the practice questions. Okay, cool. You got a problem? What's the problem? I'm terrified for dosage calc. I was in nursing school 2 years ago and you completely forgot everything. Well, start with your dosage. Start with your conversions. Make sure you know those. Make sure y'all know your conversions. It's very, very important. Y'all see how those play a different part in setting up your equation, okay? That's why it's real good. It's real important. Who needs help with the conversions? We'll take a break from questions and we'll make sure everybody's good on conversions, okay? Yes, and we thank you. I started second semester, fun, 1 and 2, and basic, farm, and geriatric. Hey, you came in late, but that's okay. You're here. Good night, Lantra. Have a good first day at orientation. 2 attempts and then fail out. Okay, we're not going to talk about failing. Y'all focus too much on the negative. We here and we now, okay? We ain't going to think about that. Okay, for dosage calculations are the conversions that we need on the top or on the bottom in the question. So your conversions are things that are equal to each other, okay? Those are things like your milligrams, your micrograms, your grams, your kilograms, your liters, milliliters, your meters, all of that, okay? You can either go from metric to metric, or you can go from metric to household, okay? All right, so, okay, I'm gonna turn it around, and we'll talk about conversions real quick, okay? Let me get it pulled up. Would the Zoom link be given after subscribing? Yes. So you click on the ones that you want to attend. You know, even if you don't know which one that you want to attend, just click on them, and they'll be emailed to you, and you have your Zoom link. All right. I'm trying to pull up these conversions. Conversions. I think this was a really cool session, y'all. I'm glad I came on tonight, because I was like, I'm tired. I was like, let me get up. Okay. Oh, beginning dosage count. Here we go. All right. Love the positivity. Heck yeah. No failing up in here. No, and no fear. No scare. Quit talking about you scared. What you scared for? We're not scared of puzzles. You're scared of this. This is what you're scared of. This. Because this is all it is. This. You're not scared of a puzzle piece. Okay? All right. Let's turn this around. Boom. All right. Okay. As you can see, I tutor a lot. All these questions be done, son. All right. So, okay. So, just before I go on, if you're trying to do the power hour, it is not on TikTok. It is on my website. That is the link that is in the bio. Okay. All right. That's something totally different. So I need to just even like stop the little subscription thing, because like, you know, it's just a shout out and you submit questions here on TikTok, but the power hour is something totally different. All right. Okay. So listen, we're talking about, can everybody see? All right. So we're talking about how to get these metric conversions down pat, right? All right. So look for the similarities and the patterns and stuff, okay? And that's all throughout nursing school. The body and how God made this is like so amazing. Like once you see that everything is like the heart, kidneys, and lungs, and keeping stuff in homeostasis and fluid balance and electrolyte and all that, you get so much, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is why. Hey, King of Houston, come on, RN, King of Texas. Yes, King of Houston. I love it. Okay, so what is the similarities that you see here? 1 to 1,000, 1 to 1,000, and 1 to 1,000, right? So whatever your base unit is, it could be a gram, meter, liter, unit, okay? That's going to be 1, okay? So let's start at our grams. So if you have a cookie, and I said cookie, and you're hearing right, a cookie, okay? A cookie, like a cookie that you eat, all right? That is your 1 gram. Let's say we smash that cookie into 1,000 pieces. Each of those crumbs is going to be your milligrams. So 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. So you see how it takes a lot of little small things together to make one big thing? Okay, so 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. Now let's pick up one of those milligram crumbs and smush it to even little further micro pieces. So it takes 1,000 of those micro pieces to come together to make a crumb. So 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. Okay, a lot of little small pieces come together to make one big thing. So let's gather all of our crumbs up, and we're now back at 1 cookie. Let's say we want to feel real big backish and we want to go to Costco and get a lot of cookies. So we want a big kilogram size container of cookies. So it's 1,000 cookies in that kilogram container. Okay, so 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. 1 milligram is what? 1,000 micrograms. So do you see it? Does that help you kind of picture it? Y'all let me know. One to 1,000, 1 to 1,000, 1 to 1,000. I see the cookies. All right. So that's the ones that you most commonly use in your dosage calculations problems. Okay. Yeah, I'll upload it. I will, Karen. Don't get in trouble. Go make your coins, Bookie. I'll upload it. It might be a little raw and rough because I don't know if I'm gonna edit it. So, but it'll be uploaded. You have to take me as I am. Okay. Alrighty. So now let's look at your liquids. Okay. You got the cookies. All right. So let's look at the liquids now. Okay. So you got big liquids and you got small liquids. So we're going to break this thing up. Okay. We're going to do our small liquids. Okay. So your smaller liquids going from household to metric are your teaspoons, your tablespoons, and your ounces. So what do we see here that's the trend? What do we see here that is kind of familiar to us? Don't these look like factors of 5? So if you do 5 times 3, that's going to be what? 15? And then 15 times 2, that's going to be 30. Right? So one teaspoon is 5 milliliters. 1 tablespoon is 15 milliliters. 1 ounce equals 30 milliliters. 5, 15, 30. The T goes on top of the table in the ounce house. Make sense? The teaspoon is always going to be the smallest one. So 1 teaspoon is 5. 1 ounce is 30. Your middle one is your table, which is 15. Okay? So now let's look at the big liquids. Okay? So always remember that 1 cup is 8 ounces. It's also 240 milliliters. But if you can't remember this, you can get to it if you remember that 8 fluid ounces is equal to a cup, because how many milliliters is in an ounce? 30, right? So 8 times 30 is 240. So 8 ounces is 1 cup. Now look at this. 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 4 to 1. So 2 cups equals 1 pint. 2 pints equals 1 quart. 4 quarts, like 4 quarters, equal $1. 4 quarts equal 1 gallon. Do you see the trends? Think about stuff like that, and it makes it easier for you to remember. Okay, so quiz time. Quiz time. How many milliliters is in an ounce? Put the answer in the chat now. Oh my God, that's easy to remember. Yeah. And you got it now. And you got it. Perfect. Okay. How many ounces does 1 cup equal? One cup equals how many ounces? 8 ounces. Bonus points if you can tell me how many milliliters that is. Almost tricked me. Okay. All right. How many milliliters is 1 tablespoon? One tablespoon is how many mLs? $15. Thank you, Vicky. Oh, thank you. All right. How many quarts are in a gallon? She's like, wait, I messed up. How many quarts are in a gallon? Okay. How many micrograms is in a milligram? How many grams is in a kilogram? Y'all be trying to think about what I'm going to say before I say it. I'm like, nope. I got you. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. Look, this is a safe place here. This is a safe place. I'm never going to be that teacher like, whoa. No, we safe here. We safe. We get everything out here and we rock it in the classroom. And then you come back and I do this. Okay. How many milligrams is in 1 gram? How many milligrams is in a gram? That was easy, wasn't it? 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Yep. Okay. How many pounds is in 1 kilogram? We use this one a lot tonight. That's the golden one. You don't know nothing else. Know that 2.2 pounds is in 1 kilogram. Okay. Do you know how many ounces are in a pound? Because you'll need those for your babies. Because you're like, oh, they were born and they were 8 pounds and 12 ounces. It's 16. 16. Almost, Karina. Almost. You doubled it. Yeah, just do half of that. Yeah, 16. Okay. Your feet in inches. How many inches is in 1 foot? Okay. And then 12. I don't know if it's a typo or what. I know y'all trying to type on the phone. Okay. And then how many centimeters are in an inch? Okay. 2.54. Yes. And then some schools use 2.5. Some schools use 2.5. You use, this is my disclaimer for all of my services. You use or you do what whoever has the power to pass or fail you tell you to use or do. Okay? All right. All right. What other questions y'all got? We did a lot of stuff tonight. We did weight-based. We did weight-based IVs. We did drops per minute. We did, I don't know. We did a lot of stuff. We learned some. We went over our metric conversions. You sent one to my messages. Oh, okay. They threw a mid-cap question on your health assessment test. Yeah, that should have been free points right there. That's how it was for me. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Wait a tick. Wait a minute. I'm trying to... Alright, there we go. Alright, humulin. Oh, the solution contains 100 units of humulin. Regular in that, what rate of milliliter per hour? Humulin. 15 units per hour. Okay, boom. I can do that. We can do that. We can do that one. I start next week. Where can you catch the live? Here. I usually come on at 8 o'clock. This is the most math I've done in my life. Yes, thank you. Okay, you late. It's okay, Jules. But I'll repost it to my YouTube channel so y'all can see the session. Okay, so I got a question that Sam just sent me to my inbox, and I'm trying to see how can I put it on the screen. Hold on, and we'll do that one. Every semester we have to do a dosage calc and pass or fail. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. So y'all got it. You can do it. Look, you see how we did this tonight? We did this just without no problems. We had a couple of good laughs. We kikied and ha, and we put together the puzzle pieces. That's the way it should be. Dosage calculations does not have to be the end all be all. It don't have to take you out. It's going to be all right. I'm going to put it on my screen so you can see it. I was just trying to like screenshot it, you know. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Girl, I love the way you do it. All right, let's see. Okay, can y'all see that one? I had you beautifully Candy. Or what was your name? Beautifully Candid. Candid. I didn't see the ID. All right. All right, can y'all see it? It's cut off a little. A little? Okay. Trying to make it bigger. I can't. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm a one production person. Hold on. Ugh. What about now? I got it. So zoom out. Zoom out. That's good. All right. Okay. So, order is Humulin regular U 100, 15 units per hour. The IV solution contains 100 units of Humulin regular insulin and 250 mLs of normal saline. At what rate, mLs per hour, should the nurse set the IV to infuse? All right, y'all. This is the same way that we've done all these other problems. What's the first step? We're going to identify the goal, right? What is this question asking for me to solve for? Milliliter per hour, right? Okay. So my goal. Need to change my color. Let's do white. So my goal is milliliter per hour, right? Whoa. Okay, this is just not right. Hold on. I got y'all. I was trying to do it on the screenshot, but it's not doing it right. Okay. All right. Our goal is milliliter per hour. So what are my puzzle pieces? What's together stays together. What's by itself is going to be by itself. Okay. So let's do this. Here we go. My goal is ml per hour. So what's together is 15 units per hour. That's how many units every hour they want me to give to my patient, okay? And then my medicine is what? 100 units in, remember that's the wedding ring word, in 250 ml, okay? All right, so those are my two puzzle pieces. So how am I going to set up my puzzle? What's the first puzzle piece am I going to use? What's my first piece? It's going to be my milliliters, right? So 250 ml over 100 units. Okay. Now we have to cross out our units, right? Because that's not part of the goal. So units go on top. So 15 units per hour. Your units cancel out. Now you have milliliter on the top and hour at the bottom. Puzzle complete. Do the math. So 250 times 15 divided by 100. It's 37.5 milliliters per hour. See? And you use dimensional analysis to do an insulin problem. The same way that we use dimensional analysis. What determines which puzzle piece you'll start off with? Your goal. Your goal. You always want that top unit to be your first puzzle piece. You want it on the top. If you start with what you're looking for, you don't have to go and find it. You know that everything that comes behind it will have to be canceled out. Can you see the question again? Yep. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry. Me and technology is not agreeing right now. There you go. Okay? So you see what's together stays together. So if you see something that says per hour or in or over, those are your wedding ring words. They are partnered up. You keeping relationships together all 2025. If they're in a three-way, keep them in a three-way. No judgment. Milligrams per kilogram per hour, keep them all together. Milligrams per kilogram per hour. Okay? What's by itself is going to stay by itself, and it goes over 1. Everything right here was paired. So 15 units per hour. And your medicine was your insulin was 100 units in 250 mLs. So remember your crystal light packet analogy. What's in your IV fluid? There, 2 things have become 1. Alrighty. I think somebody else had put a question in, but I don't know where it went to. Hold on. Oh, it's 10 o'clock my time. It's probably 11 o'clock y'all's time. So we'll wrap this up, but I do think that it was another. I can't see it. It's gone. I'm sorry. All right. Do you do this weekly? Yes, I do this weekly. Work It Out Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then the power hours are on Thursday and Friday. And if you need more practice, my website, the link is in my bio. So I have practice quizzes. Those are free. I've got the workbook. It's like me in a book. So the way that I do the puzzle pieces, I break it down step by step, detail, give you examples, give you practice problems, give you tables, all of that in here. And it's also available as an ebook so that you can download it on your tablet like I was doing earlier in the session, and you just write on it in the ebook, like in GoodNotes or Notability or whatever. The YouTube channel has a playlist for your replays from Work It Out Wednesday. And when I was doing Study Buddy Sundays, I miss Study Buddy Sundays, but I work now. I'm a travel nurse and I work on Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays, and then I travel back home. So yeah, if you can't get me, that's where I'm at. I'm at work, and I work at night, so I'm asleep during the daytime. But the YouTube channel does have problems that are broken down individually. So if you're looking for something specific, just go to the puzzle piece method playlist and look for whatever type of problem that you need. Yep, that's where I've been. Yep. Taking care of these folks, Lord have mercy. Y'all need to come on. I need to sit down. The nurses need to come. There is a link that is in my bio for the book. Yep.